Hello, you're welcome back to my channel. We'll be making an halter neck dress for an 8-year-old. So I'll be using this fabric and it's about 1.5 meters. That's 1.5 yards. So I've already cut out the down part of it. So I'll just set aside the pieces left. So here we have 20, 20 by 40 inches. Now, the width of it is 40 inches and on fold I have 20 inches there, but the length is 20 inches. And like I said, it's folded into two, so I have about 4 pieces here. So I'll be creating the arm curve first of 3 inches width and 3 inches depth. I'll form a square, okay, using this point, and then I'll go inwards at that side corner with about 0.75 inches, and that will help me to make a curve to meet the two diagonal lines. And with that, I am forming an arm curve. I wish to apologize for the color of chalk I had to use here that is not really visible, but please just follow the voice note. You will get exactly what to do if you're making this dress. Okay, so I'm cutting out the arm curve, and then I'll go to the midpoint of these pieces, and then I'll go down there with 1 inch. That 1 inch, I'll slant it towards the arm curve. Okay, it's just to give it a biased outline so that when the neckline comes in, okay, everything will just sit perfect. So I'm cutting this out and we are done with the down pieces. Now these are unfold, okay, this double, so it's just for the front and the back side. So I'll be using this white bias to turn the arm curve. You have to turn the arm curve first, and then we work on the neck, the neckline. So I have 12 inches by 12 inches pieces here. There are two of them, and I'm gonna fold it into two. Now I'm trying to make the bright side inwards. Okay, so I will mark the chalk on the right side. So I'm folding it into two, and I'll fold it into two again, like you're cutting a 360-degree flare. And of course, we're cutting a 360-degree flare. So first off, from that folded corner, I'm going inwards with 2.5 inches, and that will be for the neck weight. Okay, so 2.5 inches, and then I will create an arc there. From that first arc, I'm going downwards with 3 inches, and that will be the width for the neck band. Okay, so I'll create an arc using these 3 inches, and I'll cut it out. Cutting it out, we have a full circle. Okay, and so I'll just open it up and I'll cut through one of the corners. Now remember, these are two pieces, okay, so we are just gonna turn it with the other. So I'll use 1/2 inch. I'll seal one end of this opening. One of these other parts will be open. Okay, so I'll use 1/4 inch inward, 1/4 inch to sew the inner arc, and I'm using 1/2 inch to sew the outer part. And then I'm done using the bias to turn the arm curve, and this is the neck band. So I'm just trimming out a little piece so that when I'm turning it out, I will have it flat. Okay, so I simply at this point want to turn it inside out. Now you will have to iron that so that when you turn it inside out, it won't be too folded like this. So that opening part, I'm gonna just use 1/2 inch, iron it in, and then sew it down, and this is it. So when you've gotten this, I'm gonna try to make it unfold again. Now the part that you open will go to the back. So when it is folded like this, from one end of it, I'm gonna use 3 inches to, that will be for the opening, around the arm curve. So I'm marking 3 inches on both sides. Okay. And then whatever I have left there, I'm gonna get a midpoint of that, and I will then pleat the down part of this dress, to just go into that inches that I have left. Now measuring that arc that I have left, I have about 9.5 inches, and I'll try to get the midpoint. I'm just folding that tape rule into two, and then I get the midpoint, mark it, and that's where it will help me when I'm pleating the down part of it to it. I'll just simply get the midpoint of this down piece. Now I'm working on the front part first. So that's the midpoint. And so I'll just simply pleat on both sides of this midpoint, okay? And then you ensure that everything goes into that 9.5 inches. Now you can use gathers if you so wish, but I decided to go with pleating, okay? So I'm gonna just pleat that. I have a tutorial on how to do this box pleat, so I'll leave the link in the description box. And I'm done with the front piece, pleating it, and then I ensure that it will go into that 9.5 inches that I have left. So I'm gonna do the same thing to the back piece, and here it is. And then I'll simply, sew the band on these pieces. And when I'm done with that, this is what you should have. I'm going to use a hook and eye at the neckline there. I'm taking in about 1 inch for the seam allowance, and then I'll fold it at the hem too, using 1 inch. So after that, this is what I have, and we are done with the dress. So I just had to interlock that, that joining part, to avoid it fraying, and then I'm basically done with it.